Let's see these two questions. First question is, a train completes a certain journey in 10 hours. It covers half of the distance at 10 kilometers per hour and the rest at 15 kilometers per hour. Then the length of the journey is. So they are saying that a train completes a certain journey in 10 hours, which means the total journey it is going to cover is for 10 hours, and for half the distance, so let us say the total distance is d, for half the distance means d by 2, it is traveling at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour, and for the next half d by 2, it is traveling at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. Right, now in this case they are asking what is the total length of the journey, which means what is total d they are asking. So these figures are given. Okay, so how to find it out is, there are two ways you can do it. So one way is you can find out the average speed and then the total time is given. So total time into average speed is going to give you the distance. Right, now while finding out the average speed, you can use either, if you make the observation that the distance is constant, then it will be easy for you to answer it. So in the case when distance is equal, we have already seen that it is going to be 1 by s1 plus 1 by s2, right? If two speeds are given and the distances is equal, then we are going to do it this way. If you remember it, you would go by this. Otherwise, what is the other one? Average speed is going to be total distance divided by total time. Right, now what is the total distance here? So the total distance is d by 2 plus d by 2, which means total distance is d, and you don't write time as 10 hours. If you directly write time as 10 hours, the factor which you have introduced is d, it will not get cancelled out. That is why write the time also in terms of distance and speed. Now how can I write the time in terms of distance and speed? Now it is d by 2 into 10, distance by speed, plus d by 2 into 15. So either you solve it this way or you solve it this way, both are same. Now if you try to simplify it, it is going to be 2 into s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. Now what is this? 2 into 10 into 15 divided by 10 plus 15 is 25. Right, so it is going to be 5 3s, 5 5s, 5 2s, so 4, 12. So 12 kilometers per hour is the average speed, or you can go by this method and you can find it out. You are going to get 12 kilometers per hour. Okay, now after finding out this, this is what is average speed. Now the total time is given and average speed is given. See, what is the meaning of average speed is like this: if you are traveling some distance for some speed s1 and if you are traveling some other distance for some speed s2, whatever time you had taken, you would have taken the same time if you would have traveled the entire distance over the average speed. That is the meaning of average speed, isn't it? So under that rule, so instead of using these two speeds now over these two distances, you could have used a single speed and you could have covered the same distance, the entire distance, in 10 hours. That is the meaning of it, right? So what is that speed now? 12 kilometers per hour is that speed. Got it? So now you have to just multiply these two in order to get the distance. So the total distance equal to 10 into 12, so which is 120 kilometers. So 120 kilometers is the answer. Got it? Okay, now coming to the next question. Okay, in this question, if you remember this formula, you could have directly used it. Otherwise, you go by this method. Anyway, you need not remember any formulas here, right? Okay, now second question is, Ravi traveled for 4 hours at 30 kilometers per hour and then for 6 hours at 60 kilometers per hour. Find his average speed for the entire journey. So they are saying this: Ravi has traveled for the first 4 hours, right? Assume that it is the first 4 hours, at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, and the next 6 hours at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Now they are asking what is the average speed for the entire journey, right? So again you can use the same one. Average speed formula is total distance divided by total time. Now what is the total distance here? The total distance is not given, you try to compute it. So speed is given and then time is given, you multiply that, then you are going to get this distance, and also you multiply these two, you are going to get this distance. Therefore the total distance is going to be 4 into 30 plus 6 into 60 divided by total time. So total time we have it 4 plus 6, which is 10. Got it? Therefore 120 plus 360 divided by 10. So 480 divided by 10, which means 48 kilometers per hour is the average speed. Got it? And always remember, average speed will lie between all these speeds. I mean, if you have 30 here and 60 here, it will lie between them, right? So it is 48. So what is the meaning of it? If you had covered this much distance in 4 hours at this speed and this much distance in 6 hours at this speed, instead of using two different speeds, if you would have used this speed 48 kilometers per hour, then also you would have covered the same this distance in this time. Got it? Instead of covering these two distances at these two speeds, if you have covered the entire distance at this speed, you would have taken the same time. That is the meaning of average speed. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.